Welcome everyone to a very special edition of Cruise1st TV, and we're on location in sunny Orlando in Florida. Now, you know that we quite often feature offers that have a stay here in the Sunshine State, and I've been here checking it out just for you. This is a place you need to come and enjoy for yourselves. Orlando, the vibrant heart of Florida, is a dream destination for travelers of all ages. Known as the theme park capital of the world, it boasts iconic attractions like Walt Disney World Resort, Universal Studios, and SeaWorld, offering endless fun and adventure. Beyond the parks, Orlando will charm you with its lush gardens, scenic lakes, and a thriving dining and shopping scene. Whether you're seeking family-friendly entertainment, adrenaline-pumping rides, or serene nature escapes, Orlando has something for everyone, with its year-round sunshine, welcoming atmosphere, and an array of fabulous accommodation to suit any budget. It's the perfect getaway that you've been dreaming of. So let's dive into a world of magic, excitement, and unforgettable memories. Orlando awaits. It's an absolutely brilliant sunshine getaway place to be, and now I've seen it for myself, it's time to showcase some awesome cruises out to the Caribbean from nearby Port Canaveral. Later, we'll be on board Adventure of the Seas with Royal Caribbean on a brilliant holiday for early January in 2026, with a week here in Orlando and a fabulous fun cruise to Perfect Day, Jamaica and Haiti. We've also got a great deal to grab now for early 2027, joining Sky Princess for a Caribbean 8-night cruise and having a week in Orlando for a brilliant price tag. Let's kick off though with an epic 15-night cruise and stay adventure in the Bahamas and Orlando for September with a fabulous MSC Seashore cruise. We'll fly you out of the UK on the 7th of September out to Orlando to start a 7-night hotel stay in the heart of the action on International Drive. Oh my word, and where do we begin with the fun and adventure that you can have just on International Drive itself? The hotels that we put you in are right in the heart of the action, so you've got so much there within walking distance, so you can go to the most brilliant diners. You've got places like Wendy's and Denny's that are open 24 hours a day. There is food literally around every single corner. And I have to say, going through all of the restaurants here along International Drive, there is something so different for everyone. You've got Brazilian steakhouses, you've got, of course, your famous burgers. This part of the world as well is very, very famous for the shrimp. And make sure you leave room for dessert as well, because this region is big on desserts as well. If you like a big hearty cheesecake, then this is definitely the place to be. Now, let me divert from food just for a moment, because this is the theme park capital of the world, as everyone knows. So if you want to go and check out the Disney fun parks, there are loads of them. They are brilliant. If you need help getting the tickets sorted out, just talk to our team along the way. You've got all the Disney parks, you've got the Universal parks there as well, which are absolutely brilliant. And it's not all about bone-shaking roller coasters either, by the way. So if you're the kind of person that normally sits that out, don't worry, someone needs to hold the bags. But they do have lockers if you're all going on. It's absolutely fine. There are animals all around. There are fun games for you to play. Some of the rides are like 4D and interactive as well. You are just going to have the greatest time. If you fancy something a little more serene, there are places like SeaWorld that you can go to as well and watch the shows there. But you know what? You're just going to have a great time. The brilliant thing about this show is we are going to keep coming back to Orlando, so I can keep telling you more of the things that I've seen while I've been out here, because it's just such a great atmosphere, such a lovely place to be. And to be here for a whole week is just phenomenal, because you do need some chilling time out in the sun as well. So after a week of having the most fantastic time, it is time then to get yourself to Port Canaveral for the cruise. It's close by, it is the port for Orlando, and it is time for us to cruise right now on MSC Seashore. Now, we love the big MSC ships. They are amazing because they're very glittering, they're very bright, and they have something for everyone. It is perfect, this kind of itinerary, that the Seaside class of ship is all about sunshine cruising. So it's going to be all about being up on deck, enjoying the parties that are going on there, because there is always a party going on on an MSC ship. So if you're up on the pool deck during the day, you'll be there on your lounger. There'll be lots of music playing. There'll be trivia quizzes. There'll be competitions for you to get involved in. You are going to love it. So, you know, during the day, if you're not in a port, you're going to just have the greatest time, like the greatest holiday days. If you want a little escape, by the way, of course, the Aurea Spa is on board, and you really need, on a trip like this, you really need to spend some time really pampering yourself. You've got 2 full sea days on this cruise as well, which I love, because they are your chances to disappear to the spa, go and have a real nice pamper treatment. It is well worth doing, let me tell you. Let's talk about dining, because you know what? Cruising is all about dining, and you've just had the most exceptional choice on International Drive, flavors from around the world. So you really want that same kind of choice on board the ship. Well, you are going to love it. Main restaurant dining with MSC is fantastic. It's a real occasion every single night. Lots of choices on the menu, menus that change regularly, and then you've got your specialty dining as well. And on board Seashore, you have got the famous Butcher's Cut Steakhouse. Definitely, as soon as you get on board, make a booking and get yourself into Butcher's Cut, because it is the most incredible night. You've got a lot of the Mexican tacos and cantina on board. You've got the teppanyaki, which is wonderful. It's like food and a show all in one. It's a really, really good night out. Talking of a night out, of course, it's not just about dinner in the evenings. Go on, see the fabulous shows, get yourself a ticket for those, and then go on and boogie through the night. Lots of parties happening, of course, in the evenings as well. The White Hot Party, there's silent discos, and all sorts besides as well. So let's get on our cruise then, shall we? 7 nights, of course, out of Port Canaveral, and our first port of call is the most beautiful private island of Ocean Cay for MSC. This is really, really great. You're going to love it. Ocean Cay is just like a paradise, and it's just for you, the passengers on the ship as well. You dock right up into the island, and you can just find your place on the beach and just chill out if you want to. There's bars by the beaches. The food goes with you. You know, if you've decided to take the drinks package, that will go with you as well. It's just a lovely, lovely day. You can paddleboard and do all sorts here. Then we've got a nice relaxing day at sea, and we're off to Costa Maya in Mexico. Now, this is brilliant. You've got so many choices here. Head to the Lost Mayan Kingdom, maybe. You can enjoy the fabulous beaches, of which there are many and plenty. Or maybe you fancy doing a bit of a water slide and zip line adventure. Well, that's all there for you as well. Next, we're into Cozumel in Mexico, and this is the place where literally everyone will want to get that excursion booked to Stingray City on a tour. It's brilliant. Of course, you can go snorkeling at a private beach club if you want to, as part of an excursion as well. Or maybe you fancy something a little bit more high octane, maybe a jeep tour. Your final day is at sea before you then come back into Port Canaveral to leave MSC Seashore. And sadly, that's when we have to fly back to the UK. That's the saddest bit. But of course, the best bit of that is that as soon as you get back, you can book another cruise and get yourself back out to the Bahamas or the Caribbean. We've always got plenty of options for you. Now let's talk about the package itself, because I've got a brilliant price tag to deliver to you. So the package is available to book between March and November. I'll give you a price for the 7th of September, and that includes your flight from the UK out to Orlando, that fabulous 7-night hotel stay on International Drive to enjoy the sun, the parks, the fun and the shopping, of course. And then it's over to Port Canaveral nearby to join MSC Seashore for a week of cruising to Ocean Cay and the Mexican Riviera, enjoying all of the wonderful facilities, the dining and the fun in the sun with MSC. You'll have a brilliant time. Of course, your tips are included on the cruise. And of course, we will include at the end of your cruise your flight back to the UK. Now, we are looking into the future, so deposits today will get this secured for you, which is absolutely brilliant. And here is your amazing price tag. Wait until you see this. It is ridiculous. It's a brilliant price tag. Get those deposits in as quickly as you possibly can. And you know what? That is an amazing price tag, but the whole trip can be tailored to suit you. You can have it just the way you want to. For instance, you can upgrade your hotel to one right at one of the Universal resorts. So you can have a hotel there if you want to. You can even upgrade further in terms of your accommodation. Maybe you fancy the comfort of a private villa while you're in Orlando for you and maybe just your other half or the whole family if you're bringing them. And for the cruise itself, we can also add the unlimited premium extra drinks package at a special price for you as well for the whole entire cruise. All you've got to do is talk to the team. As always, we will make this holiday just the way you want it. It's 0800 953 4700. I have to say, being out here, you have got to see it. You have got to enjoy it. Let's look at upgrade for the cruise as well. So if you want to go up to ocean view, up to balcony, or indeed up to a suite on this cruise as well, the most phenomenal price tags. Of course, they always are. You know how close we are to MSC. We do a lot of cruising with MSC. So take up those offers. Remember, it's deposit today. Remember, if you want a different hotel in Orlando, if you want one in Universal, one somewhere else, we can make that happen for you. Go and have a look at it on the website. Go and see all the places that you're going to, and then give our team a call. Do not delay on this one. As I say, there are other dates that you can choose from, but this is a cracking deal. So if you want to grab it, pick up the phone and call us right now. 0800 953 4700. Next up then, we are turning our attention to the start of 2026, the perfect time to get away to the Caribbean for a nice cruise and stay. A nice round 2 weeks away, and we start on the 24th of January with your flight from the UK out to Orlando and a relaxing week of enjoying your hotel right in the heart of the action on International Drive in Orlando, which is, you know, it's such a party place as well. You will love it. There's just a brilliant atmosphere from the warm welcome when you check into your hotel, from the sunshine when you step off the plane. It's just a great feeling to arrive. And listen, I wouldn't have known any of that until I came out and did it for myself, so I've done it. You're welcome. Just for research purposes, of course. And you know what? You are just going to have the greatest time in Orlando because you just have so many choices. I noticed as well that actually a lot of people come out as family groups because then you can all do different things. There will be some of you who want to be upside down and going round and round at 100 miles an hour on the coasters, and that's great. There will be others of you that just want a quiet time. Maybe you want to just go and visit some nice gardens, walk around in a park, maybe get... You know what? You might actually want to hire a car while you're in Orlando as well, because it is vast and you might want to go and explore. Of course, shopping's a big thing here as well. They have all the big outlet malls and they are huge, let me tell you, and a massive variety of shops that I don't even see in the UK anymore out here. All of the big brands are here, but there are lots of American brands and brands from around the world that you haven't seen. So, you know what? I would think about leaving quite a large corner of your suitcase vacant, because you might come back with more than you actually went out with. You know, in terms of dining, you know, whatever you want, it is there. It is so easy out here. Everything, and massive choices as well. Whether you want something that's grab and go, whether you want something that's a real big affair, you'll love it. Gordon Ramsay even has his own fish and chip shop out here, so that's well worth looking at, isn't it? It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Then it is time for us to cruise, and we're cruising from nearby Port Canaveral, which is the port for Orlando, and we're joining Royal Caribbean. And I know lots of people get very excited whenever you mention Royal Caribbean. We're going to be on board Adventure of the Seas, and she's a really popular ship with Royal Caribbean, and I am not at all surprised, because when you're out in the sunshine, you know, a 6-night cruise out in the sunshine, you want to take advantage of everything there is to do on board the ship. Of course, they've got the flow rider there, so if you've never had a go at surfing, maybe now is your time to kind of, you know, get started, get a little practice in. Loads and loads of dining, of course. You've got the Windjammer on board, so you can grab and go whenever you want. They've got the most massive breakfast buffet going on there. Of course, you know, it's all about the shows and the entertainment and the activities on board with Royal Caribbean as well. I mean, they just do it perfectly, don't they? You've got more private and more refined experiences as well if you want. You've got things like the chef's table. So if you want to do just a little bit of a private dining, just you and yours, you know, with a lot less people, fantastic. You might want to book up for that as well. Of course, they've got loads for the kids to do. They have got the kids clubs, they've got Splash Away Bay, which everyone can have great fun on as well. And you know what? You're just going to have the greatest time. It is Royal Caribbean. They know how to put on a party, and they know how to put on a show as well. So you are going to have the absolute greatest time. So 6 nights we're on board. Great that we've got our first day at sea. Love that. And our first port is Labadee in Haiti. Now, this is another one of Royal Caribbean's private resorts, actually. You can go zip lining here. You can head on the Alpine Coaster. If you've not had enough of the roller coasters already, enjoy the water sports and the entertainment here as well. We are cruising on to Falmouth in Jamaica. Now, this is a real paradise. Now, make sure that you get on the trip, the excursion from Royal Caribbean to Dunn's River Falls there. This is what Falmouth in Jamaica is famous for. But actually, a lot of people take the very illuminating tour onto 9 Mile as well, which is the birthplace of Bob Marley. So if you want to do that, what an amazing day that will be. Next day is at sea, and then it's time for a perfect day at Coco Cay. It is the biggest, most crazy private island resort in the world, and it belongs to Royal Caribbean, and it belongs to you for the day as well, because you go straight in there. You've got 13 slides there, you've got the water park, you've got the beaches, you've got the helium balloon, you've got dining there as well with Skipper's Grill, the Chill Grill, the Snack Shack. They're all there, they're all included as well, which is brilliant. You can rent a cabana there, enjoy the Thrill Water Park. There's the over beach cabanas, which you can just disappear into, complete paradise for the day. It's going to be amazing. And that's your final day of the cruise before you come back into Port Canaveral, and that's when we fly you back to the UK. What an awesome and epic holiday this is going to be for you. And with Royal Caribbean, I know all ears are pricked up right now. Now, the whole package runs from March and all the way through 2025, right the way through to June in 2026. So you've got lots of different dates for the package to choose from. I'm going to give you a price for the 24th of January in 2026, and that's when we really do need a getaway. And this is 2 weeks away. So we include the flight from the UK out to Orlando, a week of sunshine stay in a hotel on International Drive before joining Royal Caribbean's Adventure of the Seas for 6 nights of cruising to Haiti, Jamaica, and a fabulous perfect day at Coco Cay Private Resort back to Port Canaveral, and of course your flight back to the UK. It is time, Mr. P. I don't know where Mr. P is. He's disappeared somewhere. Roll the numbers wherever you are. Let's get you the most exceptional price tag, which you can lock in with a deposit right now and today. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a brilliant 2-week holiday. Do not sit on this at all, because that price tag for that date, which you can get a deposit down on right now, it's time to ring round the family. Who's coming? That's the question. How many of you are going? It's not unusual for 20, 25, 30 people all to go away in one offer and do all the booking with us, and we'll make it super, super easy for you. Now, we've got a couple of upgrade choices in terms of your accommodation as well. So you can upgrade your hotel to one of the Universal Resort hotels if you want to be right next to the theme park. Theme parks, of course, one of the biggest things you're going to do when you're out in Orlando. You can also upgrade your accommodation, if there are a lot of you, to maybe a private villa for the whole family while you're in Orlando. That would be a great thing to do. It just makes things just that little bit simpler and more comfortable for you. And maybe you want car hire as well. Talk to the team, we can help you with that. Now, in terms of the cruise, let's go and have a look at the upgrades, and I think you'll see straight away that, yeah, okay, our ocean view and balcony, both very, very tempting there. You do as you please there. I always say to you, you take the best value for money, or you choose to splash out a little bit further and go up to your ocean view or your balcony or your suite. This is going to be a dizzying holiday. And if you want it right now, remember, it's a low deposit. There are loads and loads of different dates to choose from. Call the team if you want to talk about the price for other dates. But if you're ready for this one, a lot of people are watching this right now. Do not waste a single minute, because remember, we're here for a good time and not a long time, and you should be out in the sunshine enjoying what is 2 holidays for one. It's not even the price of one holiday, is it? It's ridiculous. So call us now, 0800 953 4700. Well, these are just a few of the offers that we've got where you've got the chance to come out here to Orlando and spend some time and then get yourself an amazing cruise as well. We've got so many of them. You'll find them across the website at Cruise1st.tv. And of course, when you book it with us, we take care of absolutely everything.
With over 20 years of travel experience, when booking with Cruise1st, you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and Atoll Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is safe with us. We've been on your TV screens for over a decade, and we guarantee the best cruise prices. If you find one of our offers cheaper elsewhere on TV, then we'll match or beat that price. We allow you to spread the cost of your holiday with many of our deals. Just pay a deposit today, and then you have until your due date to pay your balance. Plus, we're one of the highest rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 6,000 independent reviews, so you can be fully confident when booking your next holiday with Cruise1st.
Now, our final offer in this Orlando Cruise and Stay special is for the start of 2027, so quite a way off this one, so we can get our deposits in right now to lock in the price for a 16-night getaway and an awesome and relaxing princess cruise in the Bahamas and the Caribbean. Now, we start by once again making the exciting journey, flying over from the UK to Orlando. Welcome back to the Sunshine State and the theme park capital of the world, and you've got 7 nights of hotel stay. You've got plenty of time to get all the parks and attractions planned and covered, with plenty of chilling and shopping time too. And that's really, really important, I think, to have a little bit of time to absolutely chill out. When you arrive, you've just had your long flight, so settle in, get the clock where it needs to be, and then go and enjoy all of the fun things there are in Orlando. You will absolutely love it. You know what, actually, if you are thinking, right, okay, I'm going out to America, so I'm going to be eating quite a lot while I'm out there, I promise you, Orlando is vast. Wherever you go to, if you go to one of the parks, for instance, they are absolutely vast. So even walking around one park, you are going to get your 10,000 steps in a day without a problem whatsoever, let me tell you. I tell you what I loved, absolutely loved while I was out here, was Universal, because Universal is such a mix of different things all going on in one park. Yeah, they've got the big name roller coasters, all the new ones, all the ones that will send you every which way, let me tell you. But they've also got these great 4D ride experiences as well, which are really, really clever. I mean, of course, Universal, they are filmmakers, aren't they? This is entertainment, is their business, and they really do put on a brilliant show. And listen, whoever you've got with you as well, maybe you've got some littlies with you, maybe you've got some 3 and 4-year-olds with you, they're going to have a great time. There's plenty of rides for them to do. In fact, there were some 6-year-old girls that were far braver than me in the queues for some of those coasters, let me tell you. But also, you know, whoever you have with you, there are different rides kind of for different age groups as well. And it's not just about rides, there are so many other attractions as well. You can put your head in the mouth of Jaws, the big shark from the film. You can wander through Springfield and go and meet the Simpsons. And that's just one of the things that you could do while you're in Orlando. But you need plenty of time to do that. That's why we've set aside a whole week for you to enjoy this, and you are going to love it. Seriously, the time in Orlando is magic, and you have got plenty of time to chill out as well. What I would say to you, if you're planning the theme parks, do a theme park, have a day off. Then do a theme park the day after that. Pace yourself, because you'll need to do it. You'll love it. Anyway, listen, however high octane your time in Orlando has been, it's time now to chill out, because it's cruise time. We will join Sky Princess in nearby Port Canaveral, which is the port for Orlando, for a fabulous, fabulous cruise. 8 wonderful nights doing the Bahamas and the Caribbean. Well, here we are on Princess. Lots of us very, very familiar with Princess, of course, and everything that they have to offer on board. You know, those brilliant things. You're in the Bahamas and the Caribbean, so you are going to be up on deck, and you are going to be lounging quite a lot and enjoying the sunshine and enjoying things like movies under the stars, things that you enjoy outside. And then, of course, of an evening, you've got the most brilliant entertainment, Broadway style production shows there for you, which are really, really big and lavish. Phenomenal dining. You will absolutely love it. You've got so much dining included. Your main dining room, of course, which you can pretty much work your way as well. Not necessarily do the set times. You can be fairly flexible with that. You've got the World Fresh Marketplace, which is the buffet, of course, which is just phenomenal. Massive choices there. And then you've got the specialty dinings as well, the restaurants there, which are brilliant. So French Bistro in Bistro sur la Mer, there's Chef's Table Lumiere, there's Sabatini's Italian, you've got Crown Grill, which is the famous steakhouse, of course. Or maybe if you treat yourself to a balcony, I mean, anyone can do this really, whichever stateroom you go for, but maybe have dinner one night sent to the cabin. and just stay in and watch a film and have a movie night. You can absolutely do that. You'll love the spa as well. I mean, they are just brilliant. You know the homely feel of Princess is always fantastic. So let's go cruising. 8 nights doing the Bahamas and the Caribbean on this one. And our first port is Princess Keys in the Bahamas. Oh my word, this is a wonderful place to be. Another private island resort, 40 acres and 1.5 miles of beach for you to enjoy there. You can also book up on a banana boat ride here, or go on a fishing trip, or even have your own private bungalow if you fancy it. That sounds good, doesn't it? A couple of days at sea and we're in San Juan in Puerto Rico. So from the Bahamas to the Caribbean. Get to the El Yunque. The rainforest here is just amazing. What an atmosphere there. Or maybe wander the botanical gardens, or just chill out in the old town. Then we move on to Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic. Lots of people want to see the Dominican. It's great that it's on this itinerary as well. Fabulous for picking up jewelry. Fabulous high-end designer shopping there as well. You'll love it. Then we move on to Grand Turk in Turk and Caicos. You can take a Rainbow Calypso tram tour on a full sightseeing tour of the island with Princess here, including the very famous and iconic lighthouse. We have a day at sea and then we come back into Port Canaveral, which is of course Orlando Port, and that is where we will then fly you back to the UK. What an absolutely dream deal this is. Now, for this package, there are other dates in November 2026 and in January and February in 2027. So I'll give you the price for Valentine's Day on 2027, where you can fly from the UK out here to Orlando, have a wonderful week on International Drive in a hotel, and then join Sky Princess cruising the Bahamas, the Dominican and Grand Turk, and of course their own private island to and from Port Canaveral, plus your flight back to the UK. It is so far away, so we have got deposits. Of course we have on this, so get your deposit in straight away, and let's reveal, I know as soon as we reveal this price, it's going to go crazy on the phone lines and people will want to get in first, because you know what, the best place in the queue, or the line as they call it here in America, is the front. So you need to get to the front of the queue to get this fantastic price. I mean, how good is that? That is a week hotel stay in Orlando and your fabulous Princess cruise in the Bahamas and the Caribbean as well. Now, as I said before on the previous offers, you can tailor this as much as you like. So again, in terms of your accommodation, if you fancy staying at a Universal Resort hotel, for instance, we can hook you up with that as well. Or maybe again, the option of renting a private villa, maybe with your own pool as well, which is very nice indeed to do. Again, just talk to the team and we can make that happen for you. And for the cruise, of course, this one, we're cruising with Princess, so you can make it all inclusive by adding Princess Plus, which is an absolutely brilliant package, because for one ridiculous price, in my opinion, it always has been and always will be, you get their plus drinks package, you get Wi-Fi, you get the tips included, extra included dining, Ocean Now and room service deliveries without delivery charges, premium desserts, fitness classes, and other perks too. So that's well worth thinking about. It's brilliant and absolutely worth the money. Let's take a look at the upgrades on board as well, because they are super good. They're always good with Princess. As we know, they're a cruise line we love doing business with. They're a cruise line you love cruising with as well. So if you want to grab this deal right now, again, as I said, you know, the best place to be in the queue is at the front. Low deposits right now to make this happen. Call around the family, see who's coming, get your deposits in and get it booked right now. Be at the front of that queue. It's 0800 953 4700. This looks such a fabulous holiday. Well, there are just some of the great offers where you can cruise the Caribbean and Bahamas and enjoy fantastic times here in fabulous and sunny Orlando. I've spent time here and I can see why it's such a popular place to hang out, enjoy the atmosphere, ride the coasters and chill out in the Sunshine State. And now it's your turn to make it happen. It's time to stop dreaming and start talking to one of our team right now, and we'll get you the best deals out there. Thank you for being here. Maybe one day I'll see you out here in Orlando, enjoying one at a time, responsibly of course. Take care and get out here. It's flipping brilliant.